Beep-a-da-ba-doo, beep-a-ba-da-ba-da, Destination Open Road, Scott and Terry.
Right, we are going to get on the road. We've been sitting here for the last, half hour talking to Karen.
Beep! Person we can't mention on the channel.
Finally get back on the road. But definitely, if you come through Paris, go check this little restaurant out. That's they have one back in Bear Lake as well.
The Paris Grill. All right.
City.
All right, Destination Open Road continuing their journeys up there in the where Utah, whatever. You know, the tribe. Everybody posts at a different speed. Where they do some touristy stuff and some really cool stuff, and there's Scott there, and
they got into our house too, so I'm in here swatting them.
Skeeters. Everybody's got the skeeters. Yes.
They must go. They probably don't last that long if they don't eat anything, so they must go.
I don't know. So we just took a walk and came back. We were getting bit on our walk as well. I've got. Oh, there's one.
Oh yeah, a lot of skeeters there anyway, so it's time of the year for skeeters and some good stuff always from Destination Open Road DOR.
To go in the morning.
Got like everybody in the tribe's got their own little vibe. We got Aja, you know, and then we got Destination Open Road, and we got Wandering Jimmy, and everybody kind of posts in different, you know, some only post a day later, some wait a week, some wait longer, and we're all trying to figure out where everybody is because we've seen this place in somebody else's video a week ago, and it's very, the time shifting is extraordinarily confusing, and these nomads need to all get together. If you're in a tribe, you need to get together and all post your videos of the certain place on a certain day. It's hard for me to figure everything out. All right, we got Adam the Woo here. He's buying a lot of merch. He needs to buy more merch. This time he's in Disney Walk or whatever it's called there, downtown Disney there in Anaheim, and even though the park's closed, the outdoor walk thing is open, and he needs to just get more junk. Okay, you know, he needs to get more junk. Sometimes it's Mickey junk, sometimes it's other Disney junk, now it's some Star Wars junk. He's got a nice little apartment there in Orange, California, and he needs to clutter it up with all this junk. Piles and piles of stuff, because that's what makes you happy, right? All these nomads got to get more junk, ship it back to their houses, and just pile it up to the ceiling.
The con's flying over now. Yeah, we're in the flight path of the DFW Airport, International Airport, so there's quite a bit of flight noise going on. Also, we're close to the road, 1382 is the name of the road, just right over there. So there is road noise, and it goes on all night. All
right. So Destination, Lost on Land again, Lola there. She's talking about the annual Lolapalooza gathering, which is going to be held at Cedar Hill State Park, which is pretty near Dallas, okay? Right near not far from the airport. So anyway, DFW there, which we've all flown into a time or 100. Jeez. So anyway, she's near a road. It's near the airport flight path. But that's not the worst of it. No. It's there's even something scarier than that.
You can't forget the Argentine crazy ants that they have out here. If you need more information about those crazy ants, you can either Google it or talk to I'm Not Chuck. He knows them quite well.
All right, so Argentine crazy ants. Anyway, she said she's still going to try to hold her Lolapalooza annual event this year in October there in Dallas, or near Dallas. And, you know, it's not going to be an organized thing. Everyone just has to go make reservations at a certain time, and then you can wear your hazmat suit, your respirator, and you can wave at each other from a distance. And, yeah, anyway... hopefully everything will work out just fine. You know, you just never know this year. Isn't it a weird year? I looked at Texas.gov state parks, and she's right. The Argentinian ant is native to Argentina and Brazil, discovered in the U.S. for the first time in New Orleans, 1891. It's spread throughout the southern U.S. The species has been recorded in 30 counties in southern and eastern Texas. Like 20 crazy ants, Argentine ants are also relatively small, 1/8 of an inch long. They vary in color. They also have extremely large colonies They nest in soil and stuff. They do not sting, but they can inflict a mildly painful bite. That's what they look like. So if you need more information, ask I'm Not Chuck. Anyone from Slim Potato Head here, he is in British Columbia. So I think he said somewhere like central northern British Columbia. And of course the roads are very wet and muddy. And look at all the mud he gets on his vehicle, quite a muddy mess. But, you know, then he figures out a way to spray all the mud off and all that. And he squats a lot of mosquitoes in this.
The easy way. I'm going to do that.
All right, so he finds a way to spray, you know, use his pumpy thing to pump off the water and get rid of that. And lots of skeeters there and a moose or two, but a really nice time there for Mr. Slim Potato Head. So, yeah, nice scenery as always in Slim Potato Head's videos. I was going to say SP's videos. And, of course,
the cam's light colored.
A good Canadian lager and the sunset. And a comfy chair.
Oh, that's good.
That's the life. Beautiful scenery.
Hey everybody, Camper Van Kevin here. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing real good, and this kind of freaked me out. I thought he got a fourth Yorkie. I thought, okay, Tucker, Baby May May, and what the other one's called, I forget. Miss Gypsy, no, what are their names? Tucker, Baby May May, and that other one, whatever. I thought they got a fourth, I thought he was going to get a fourth Yorkie, but no, it's just, they just visit a fourth Yorkie. Some lady's got a fourth Yorkie, and they visited, and they all have fun together. And I was just thinking, Kevin's got that, it's a tiny house, but it's pretty much a shack. It's got a queen bed going in there, a big TV, a fridge, a stove, a heater, I don't know what else is going in there, and he's going to have 4 dogs in there with him. It's about, you know, 6 by 8 or so, I don't know. It's a little bigger than that, but anyway, no, there is not a fourth Yorkie. They're just paying a visit. All right, aren't they? Martini, Tucker, May May, and Martini, right?
Nickel and diming members, but I wanted a whole channel dedicated to it where people who are thinking about becoming members but haven't yet, they can get the answers that most
All right, so Nomadic Fanatic posted this a couple days ago.
1,000 Trails channel is called 1,000 Fails.
All right, so he's created a channel called 1,000 Fails. This was a couple of days ago, barely 4 or 5 days ago. Now these links don't work. Nothing works. There's no link in the description anymore. People that still have links to the videos there, they've all been pulled. So apparently the 1,000 Fails website or 1,000 Fails channel that Eric started is now gone. It's no longer, you pull it up on your phone, 1,000 Fails, it just goes, sorry, no videos. The question is, you know, a number of things could happen. Eric just took it down. Maybe Eric reached some sort of settlement with 1,000 Trails. Because, you know, remember, he said he bought 1,000 Trails membership. It was like a lifetime membership for a ton of money. And, you know, and he couldn't camp out places. He wanted to go to Maine. He wanted to do other things. There were, camping was restricted in some states because of the pandemic, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know. So it will be interesting to see. Eric will probably post an update while I'm uploading my video, and I'll have to do a special report. But when we find out, you'll find out too. RV Rebel Girl, very nice person who I was in Las Vegas with a year ago. She came to our wonderful meetup there at the Miracle Mile there, and a nice lady. Anyway, she wrote in the comments yesterday in our letters, that Eric bought a lifetime membership and financed it with 1,000 Trails. He could have just bought a 1-year membership for under $1,000, but he chose the lifetime. After he pays off that $9,000, he is still responsible for the yearly membership dues that are presently $599 a year, and that price is subject to price increases. Eric has the option to sell his membership to someone else. He should just try to sell it. I have a yearly membership paid less than 1 month rent of an apartment, and it includes utilities. It paid for itself after 2 weeks. That's what RV Rebel Girl says. We got a lot of comments on Eric and his 1,000 Trails debacle in the comments. Tom WI53092. If you're going to do Thousand Trails, buy an annual membership. You can't stay as many days per year as a lifetime membership or reserve as far in advance, but who wants to spend all their time in an RV ghetto anyway? I can see how an annual membership might be a good way to go. You stay for maybe a week at a time for cheap hookups. I thought it said cheap hookers. No, cheap hookups, and then move to a state park or boondocking. A lot cheaper than staying full-time at parks. Poor Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, must not be able to sell his membership until it's paid off, or until he owes more than owes more than he thought he could get selling it. So he'd have to come up with a bunch of cash. If he does sell it, maybe he could buy a house in some future bankrupt state like Illinois. Didn't he already do that? Mary J says Eric needs to read the fine print and stop whining. You know, that is another thing. All those, I'm sure whenever you sign this contract with Thousand Trails or anybody else like that, there's a bit. I'm sure they give you a big binder full of pages of tiny little print that you know, hey, you signed it. You said you read it. You know, we're off the hook. And Jay said that he paused his Thousand Trails membership for 5 years. You get no payment, so you can do that. Andy Ballard says, when I bought my RV in 2015, I got a free 1-year Thousand Trails membership. I didn't use it even once. There's something about private campgrounds that I just don't like. The ones we looked at had too many people living there, and I just go to state parks where there's wilderness and nobody lives there. When you go to a campground campgrounds with permanent residents, they junk up the place, and some of them watch you like they own the place. You know, and again, that was one of the concerns I had when Eric first announced a year ago or whenever that was that he had the Thousand Trails, was the membership, was, you know, we do like the boondocking. We like people going out in nature like Slim Goodbody. I mean, Slim Whitman, you know, Slim Potato Head. Get my Slims mixed up. We like that. You know, if all you're doing is going to a crowded campground with a pool and a laundry room and a whole bunch of other people jammed in there, it's not really what's to show. You know what I'm saying? There's no, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's worth even, you know, it may be what floats your boat, but, you know, trying to do a video on that and on a YouTube channel about nomadic life, I don't know, slumming it. RS wants to know what was in my bag from the Walmart this morning, and I forgot to show how much I spent for it. Oh, here it is. That's what I spent at Walmart this morning. That's what I got. $31.75. My PayPal's just below. The cat lady says my sister is from Venus. Bologna and ketchup. Yeah. I don't know, man. Colleen the cat lady. Yeah, that is. That was my sister's favorite meal, and to this day she likes to eat that. That was in my driving video this morning. Yeah. Taffer 9876. Ruben the Bulldog is so awesome. I love that dog. Great channel. I got a couple Ruben masks. Yeah, we hope Ruben's okay because he and his daddy there. I think the daddy said he's quarantining because he wasn't feeling well. Wasn't sure. But anyway, hope Ruben is okay. I don't think Ruben can get the V, but you never know. But anyway, they were in Wilmington, North Carolina, where that storm pretty much last night took a major hit right through there. And I'm waiting for Casey the Roman to post her update and see if her Babe War Wagon or whatever it's called survived the storm. Lucy EV says I look almost normal wearing sneakers instead of boots. I actually have a bunch of sneakers in the closet, and I just decided to get them out. Yeah, the boots are beating up my feet. I don't mind wearing boots when it's cold or chilly out, but my feet were getting beat up, so I have a bunch of sneaks. Yeah, I like them. They're cool. I did a video last week on the 25-ish ways nomads can grow their YouTube channels. It was a parody video. You know, along with my nomad reviews, you get parody and comedy for free. I throw a little bit of each one of those in there. People don't always get that. RV Chris says, I was saying one of the ways you can grow your channel is to keep changing your vehicle when you're in RV or nomad or whatever. RV Chris says the one that hurt the most is the vehicle changes. We've seen it. New vehicles from Class A's to Class C's to Class B's, a van to get a better Class B, four-wheel drive to fifth wheel. The level of debt was hard to watch. All the depreciation, trade-ups, then of course the junkers that subs buy, which are quickly sold, just as bad as the solar Patreon drive. Thousands of dollars being raised with the big reveal being a cheap suitcase set. So we you know who they are, those nomads that just can never get settled on any vehicle and constantly have to be changing vehicles. It seems like every 3 months or so, or going from one vehicle to two vehicles to three vehicles. I need a big Class A. Oh, and but then I can't go to the Walmart easily, so now I have to have a four-wheel drive, smaller vehicle. Oh, but I also need a bike and a motorcycle. And now they've got, 5 vehicles. The simple life, huh? Colleen Shear says, how come we never get to see the turtle Sheldon? Is he still alive? Just asking. Thanks, Colleen. Mike and Stephanie there, Van Life Sheldon's Travels, need to at least bring Sheldon the turtle out at least once every 4 or 5 videos just to make sure, just to let us all know he's okay. They go for a long time without us seeing him, and he's their pet. He's their content pet, and we need to see more of Sheldon. We got a bunch of people telling us how the storm affected them on the East Coast yesterday and today. Southern Hippie says the storm blew through Fayetteville, North Carolina last night, but it wasn't much of a storm there. I think a few people lost power along with one road, but I've seen worse from a thunderstorm rolling through. It's a good excuse to get my hurricane supplies for the year, though, because I doubt this is the last storm we'll see in this part of North Carolina. Yeah, they said this is an I storm. They started A, and now they already an I, and it's just the very, very beginning of August, and there's still September and October to go through for the hurricane season. So there could very well be some more storms coming through, and yeah, it's going to be a long, crazy. What a year! What 2020 is. It's just all the crazy stuff going on, and now bunch of thunderstormy. Yeah. Anyway, all you guys on the East Coast, from Charleston, South Carolina north, and it's hitting Philadelphia now and New York. I think actually more of New York State. It's kind of going west of New York City. But it's not the worst hurricane we've ever had. But if you're right in the path of it with the wind and all the rain there, you might have some issues. So if you're out there, especially if you're in your vehicle camping somewhere, I hope you're all safe and secure, and let us know how everything's going, okay? All right, folks, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. It's the 4th of August. Somebody said I said October 8th the other day. I don't know, my brain. It's the 4th of August, 2020. Thanks for watching. Vlog Unda.